So what would you say as some like typical? Typical. Hi guys, so I'm back again with my friend Isabel from Germany. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. We already filmed a video on like comparing German dialect to my personal Austrian dialect, and we filmed that in German and sort of my version of German. And I'll link it down below in case you haven't seen it yet. But now we're also going to be talking about some cultural and linguistic, just general differences. I don't really know what we're going to be doing in this video, but just discussing some stuff. And this time we're going to be doing it in English. So, yay! Okay, so the first thing that came to mind when the first thing that I wanted to show her when she came here, or one of the first things, was Heurige, which I don't really know if this exists in any other countries, but it's basically like this place where people like have like their own wineries basically. It's like a little bit outside of cities, and you only go there in summer because you sit outside, and they serve their own wine, like they made their own wine from their own wine vineyards, is that the word? Vineyards? Yeah, basically, and then they serve you the wine and you can go and drink it there. And apparently that's not a thing in Germany, so...
No, we drink a lot more beer.
Yeah,
that's
we just prefer beer.
Yeah.
No, we do drink beer a lot. You can actually go and buy beer there too.
Oh, okay.
And they even serve food and stuff, so it's not just not just the
Drinks
wine. It's
and
literally
food.
like it's like all of the things.
Yeah.
But apparently it has like a big tradition in Austria.
Yeah, I think like they might do it in more like the wine regions of Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but I don't think it's a thing that's got a real name.
Okay.
You do like on the 1st of May, I think, you do like Weinlagenwanderung.
Okay, I've never heard that.
I just
No.
thought of it. I've never done one. But I know a lot of people who do this every year, where you just take, you do like a long walk and then you drink while doing it. And you drink wine.
Oh, while doing it? While
and
walking?
a lot of people I think drink beer, but it's called Weinlagenwanderung.
Okay.
At least where I am from.
That's so cool. I want to do that.
You know, like Bollerwagen. You know?
Like das Leiterwagen heißt es. That's
Okay.
what it's called by, like here.
Okay, yeah, you put a lot of alcohol in it, and you just walk for the entire day
So
through
cool.
like the wine mountains. So that's
Like
not the name for it, but
Weinberge.
yeah.
It's like actually me and my friends, we were talking about this like recently, that we wanted to do something like go on a mountain or like go in the woods and just have like this race where there's like teams of 2 and everybody has to like hold, like you carry one like case of beer between you, so one of you holds like one hand, and then you just like race and you gotta finish your beer before you arrive. And it's sort of like yes, you can start like drink really quickly at first because then it's lighter for you, but then also you get really drunk really soon,
and then you can't,
and then you probably
anymore,
might not even know where like the goal is anymore.
I
So it's I really want to try that. It must be so fun.
I don't think.
And maybe we should do something like this, like what's it called?
Weinlagenwanderung.
Weinlagenwanderung. Maybe we should do that too. It's just get a whole bunch of like
just every reason to drink something.
Yeah, it's always a good occasion to drink. You don't even need a reason. Oh man, that's so cool. Do you actually do like Oktoberfest like everywhere or just in Bavaria?
I think nowadays you do it everywhere, but most of them are not that great.
Okay. Have you been to like?
I've been to the second largest one in Germany, in Stuttgart. It's called Vasen, not Wiesen.
Vasen.
But I've been there. It's quite fun. I've been told it's exactly like Oktoberfest, but with less tourists.
Okay, that's actually not a bad thing then.
So that's quite a lot of fun.
Okay. But you've never been to Munich, to the like, proper one? Me neither. I really want to go, but I don't really know. I think it's actually kind of almost more popular in the USA and stuff than it is like it would be in Austria, even though we're like literally basically around the corner, like could go for we might be able to go. But so what is it really just like do people really dress up in like the traditional clothes?
Yeah, you stick out if you're not wearing
Really? Okay, maybe then I can't go because I don't own one of these dresses. My sister does, maybe I could borrow hers, but I don't really know.
You can go, there are people who are not dressed up, but the majority of people is dressed up.
Oh, it's very authentic, everybody.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah, I really like it. I mean, it's the only occasion in the year where I wear mine, but like,
okay. Worth it like $200 it costs.
Yeah.
Or like, these are so expensive.
Yeah, if you buy a really good one, mine was maybe a sale, but...
yeah. No, but they are quite expensive, that's true.
Yeah, they are quite expensive. Yeah.
So what would you do? Do we just drink?
Yeah.
Is it just drink and eat like sausages and be really like...
Yeah.
Let's be stereotypically German for a day.
Like there's like a fun fair going on, which is fun. Of course,
I hope so.
I
Better
don't know,
be.
it's very expensive. I don't
I imagine.
really try out any of those ferry wheels or anything. And then there are the tents, and there's music played. Like traditional music or like this kind of carnival silly music, and you order a lot of beer
and get drunk.
Awesome. It's very expensive too. Like you order a mass of beer, which is I think a liter,
I guess,
and it's like 10 euros or something.
Oh my god, okay.
I don't drink that much. I don't want to get drunk for like 50 euros or something. But
you have to like prepare, like
but
drink
I
ahead.
know people who like spend $100 when they go there. So.
Well, like 10 beers, that's not that much. I mean, but for
well,
one person, yes,
10
like,
liters of beers is quite a lot.
I think like for one person it would be, but just in general, like I think you could easily like leave that much money there too, like with people.
Yeah, and like food.
Too.
That's quite expensive. But,
Wow. And so because you mentioned Carnival, that's a big thing in Germany, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you go.
Yeah, more in the south as well, but it is, yes.
So do you have like parades and like
every village got one.
Really?
Like, it's ridiculous.
That's so cool.
They're like really, really short parades, but at least we have one.
Okay.
And there's some big ones who are also on TV and stuff, but
And this always on the last day of the...
No, it depends. Like you can go to several a year because it's on different days.
Oh, okay.
Like the one in my town is on Sunday, and then in the next village it's like on Monday.
So you can like literally
you can go like to
move through the country and like go to one each day. Wow, that's super cool. We don't really do that. We have like as kids we had like carnival parties where we just like dressed up, and I think there were like parades in Linz. I think there still is, but it's really just for kids, and it's really unspectacular. Like I've never been to one in Vienna, but I don't think they actually. I'm not even sure they do one, and I told you the story, like this year we tried to dress up for Carnival and then we ended up not doing anything because there was nothing happening. People really don't care that much, especially if the day of like the last day of Carnival, which is where you would celebrate, if at all.
Yeah.
If that's like during the week, then nope, nothing is happening.
But
which I think
is it
always during
like
the week?
Tuesday and then Wednesday it's
probably.
Aschermittwoch?
Yeah, no, oh wait, I know I meant because sometimes like the term holidays of school are exactly that week. So sometimes, you're right, it's always on a Tuesday, but sometimes that's like in the holidays, and I think then there's more. But if it's not, then you're like, it's quite unspectacular, really. It's not really a big deal.
Like I'm in the Carnival club since I can remember in my
really?
hometown. That's why I always walk within the parade. So for me, that's
so
like
cool.
a big thing, and like they're the people of my like dance team and stuff. So I know people, and
so it's like marching really with these. Do you wear like these sort of costumes? Do you dress up for yourself, or is everybody just wearing the same thing?
In my team, everybody's dressed the same way, so you can like recognize different kind of clubs and teams and stuff. But yeah,
I think I do that too in Linz at least.
If you're going to watch the parade, you also dress up as whatever you want. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's so the people that go to the parades to watch, they are hardly ever dressed up. You like stick out if you are, and I think most people are like, I'm gonna put on like cat ears and then that's my dress and stuff. I think
there are those
even though like Halloween is not a big thing here either, like we don't really do that either, but it's still a bigger occasion to dress up than Carnival.
Really?
Yeah, like you're more likely to see people dressed up on Halloween. Yeah, I know it is, but I really don't know why it's never been like. I think maybe it used to be bigger, and then it just stopped. I really don't know. Do you do this in like May, when the 1st of I think it's is it the 1st of May? I don't really know, but like we have May trees. Do you have Maibäume?
Yeah, but not yeah, you do
'Cause-
that,
and then-
but
and then
I
you, like,
don't.
steal them?
I only know a few people who do that
Okay.
actually, but I know of the tradition.
Yeah.
Also, again, in like really small, isolated villages, they do this more.
Where like you're like 50
Yeah.
years back in time. So
Yeah, they still do that, but
Okay.
not everywhere.
So basically, it's like a tradition that I think is probably more prevalent in Austria, because I think every like village has one, or like even the towns have one,
Yeah.
and they still do it. Too.
Yeah, like we have one, but
Yeah.
like I thought you mean like you put on a May tree
Yeah.
on the women's house, you like? Like
Oh no, what's that?
I think that's a tradition. If you are into somebody, you can show them by putting on a May tree on top of their house.
What, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never
I
heard
thought
that
that's the
one.
thing you're
No.
talking about.
I meant it's just like you have the tree
Yeah.
and then you try to steal it. Like other
Oh.
villages. Oh, it's like a separate May tradition. Oh my god, that's so cool. So wait, you
I
put
think-
it on like
Yeah.
you put an
If
actual big tree on the
Yeah.
house of the girl that you like.
Yeah, like not a huge tree, but yeah, you the tree and you like
Oh my
decorate it and
God.
stuff. Yeah.
That is so funny. Oh my god, I want someone to do it. Like somebody
Yeah.
who's like really popular with
yeah,
like
a friend
20
of mine,
trees
like
on
she
their
was,
house.
I think, with her boyfriend for like 2 weeks or something, and then it was May, and then he put on a tree on that house.
Oh
and
my
she-
God.
Like, it was the cutest thing.
That is adorable. What do your trees look like?
I don't know.
Are they like
actually.
normal like Christmas trees?
No.
Because I think the trees that we have aren't even trees. Like I think they're just, I think maybe they are, but like they're just like the trunk. They're about this size, I think.
Yeah.
And they're really just a trunk, and then they're sort of decorated on top. And
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
really tall. So that's why I'm like,
Yeah, there's
Similar
quite a
to-
trees.
yeah, yeah.
You don't put like huge trees on top of
Okay.
other people's roofs, but if you put on a May tree in a village, it's
okay,
it's
it's like
really
the really
huge,
big one, yeah. Because so basically the tradition here is that every village, or like even I think different parts of towns sometimes it is too, that they have a tree in like the center of their square, of like the square of the center of the village, whatever. And then there's this tradition that other villages will try to steal your tree. I'm not sure if this can be done like the entire May, or if it's just like 1 or 2 nights in the month of May. I don't really know. But like they have to try to steal it, and somehow like if they manage to steal it and get it back to their village or something, it sounds like something from the Stone Ages. If you manage to steal the tree and get it back to your village, then they owe you like beers or something like that.
Okay.
It's probably something involving beers.
Yeah.
I'm not from like
Everything
from
is
like
not
the countryside, so I don't really know all that much about it. But I think people definitely still do that, and
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you have like the firemen like guarding the trees.
Okay.
And they're like, because it's
Yeah.
tall trees, you have to sort of transport that, and they like try to steal it. And you've always got like I think the idea is that like the young men of the village will like camp out around the tree and sort of try to protect it. And then another part of them will like go and try to get another
So
tree.
fun.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny, but
Yeah.
I've never been part of that. I kind of want to.
I think they
wanna
might
steal
do
a tree.
this in Germany in like more, countryside villages, but I don't know of it.
Okay.
But I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, another thing I just thought of is like, what about when people get married? Do you have any funny, weird traditions that happen like at the because because of
At
the
the wedding?
stealing. Yeah, because I just thought of this, like after a wedding in the countryside, like the groomsmen or like the friends of the husband will like try to steal the wife. They like actually steal her and they like hide her
we don't
away,
have that.
like actually steal her, like they like
Yeah,
put her in
of
a
course.
car and like drive her somewhere.
Actually steal her.
They like drive her somewhere and not
Yeah.
tell the guy where she is,
Oh.
and then he has to go find her. And if he does, then I think he gets like again probably beer. I think the stakes are always beer in his like in the traditional things. Like he gets beer by all of his friends. Like they all have to pay him.
Okay.
Have to give him out a beer. I think that's sort of the idea. I think it's really
No,
funny.
I've
I
never
don't
heard
really know that like if people really still do it as much, but I'm pretty sure that when my parents got married, like I think my dad's friends tried to steal my mom, and she was just like, no, I'm not coming with you. Like such a buzzkill, like I'm not doing this. Really no. Definitely
I don't
not.
think we have anything
Do you
like
have nothing
that.
like that? On my list, I've written down some notes of what we should do, and like it just says Bavaria belongs to Austria. Like that's my note of what we should be
get a lot
talking
of
about.
hate for that.
Yeah, we probably
because-
will get a lot of
yeah.
hate. But like, let's be honest. What did you say to me yesterday? What about
Yeah.
Bavaria? What did your
I
think of
think-
Bavaria?
Yeah, I think the thing is that Bavarians don't actually see themselves as Germans. I might be wrong about that. I don't know that many Bavarians, but I think it's like common that Bavaria is like a separate part. There's Germany and then there's Bavaria. So
for them.
Yeah.
But like we're very happy about that, I think, because especially in like Upper Austria where I'm from, because it's quite close to Bavaria if I'm not completely mistaken, and we have similar dialects. Sometimes like in the very south, I think, or like the very border things, it's like the same, people speak the same way. So, and that's like the accent or the dialect that we would like associate ourselves most with, or like that we could relate to most. And so we're like, yeah, Bavaria belongs to Austria. Like you're a part of us. You should be part of Austria. You actually like truly in your soul, you're part of us. And if you say that Germany actually doesn't want Bavaria, then I think that we could make a deal here. Like let's just trade. Bavarians don't want to be, see, like look at it. Bavarians don't want to be German. Germans don't want Bavaria. Austrians do want Bavaria. So there we go.
Yeah. I
Perfect.
think also another thing is that everyone who's not from Germany sees, like, does have the prejudice and thinks that everyone is Bavarian. Like, actually you only wear like, or like you don't even wear the dirndl.
Like lederhosen and dirndl, like
I mean,
all
you do
the
this
day,
in
all
other
day.
parts of Germany. Like
Really?
the
Do
south,
people
like
wear this,
Baden-Württemberg is also traditional. Like, yeah, you do that. But
do people wear it like on a daily basis, really?
no.
Okay.
Like just for traditional.
For traditional things, yeah. Well, my mom sometimes wears like a dirndl to church.
Oh, okay.
Because it's still viewed as like a really like dress up sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, like that's like church wear. It can be church wear. It can be like nice wear. Or she wears it for like when we go to like restaurants sometimes. I think like it's not like a statement sort of thing. Like, I wear traditional Austrian.
You would get noticed if you did that.
Okay.
Like a friend of mine is like really from the south, like nearly in Switzerland, from Germany, and she does have a lot of like this kind of traditional things happening in her village where she needs to wear a dirndl because everyone is coming in dirndl and lederhosen and stuff. So
and you like stick out if you don't wear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. But yeah, and like I don't know. It just seems like everybody thinks that like everyone is Bavarian. Like, there's a huge difference if you're like from Berlin or if you're from Munich. Like
definitely.
That's nearly a whole other country.
Obviously.
Yeah.
No, I think when people think of Austria, they only think of Sound of Music, and then it's like all they think about.
Or skiing.
Skiing or Sound of Music, and that's it. And like people in Austria haven't even seen Sound of Music. I tried watching it once, and I got like halfway through, and then I was like, this is the worst movie ever. Why would anybody enjoy this? Also, it's not at all representative of Austria. Like the only thing that's really true is the nice, beautiful, like alpine countryside. It's so beautiful. Like mountains in Austria are amazing. They look gorgeous, but you know, mountains everywhere look gorgeous. And that's like the only thing that sticks out of this movie. Is like, to me, that's true. It's like the mountains. Yeah, you got the mountains right. It's kind of weird that people are like that's representative of Austria.
Yeah.
And I think it's similar with like Bavaria being representative for Germany, because it's such a massive country. Like you can't say this part of it is like pars pro toto thingy, sort of like you know, relevant to the whole thing. So what would you say are like some stereotypical prejudices and things that people think about Germany?
For once, that everybody's angry all of the time, which I think comes with the language.
Yeah.
Like
I think so.
I can kind of understand it. We sound angry. Yeah.
Well, I think I saw this somewhere like this on 9gag or something, but it had like this picture and they like put the word for butterfly in like a whole like 10 different languages, and then it's like Schmetterling. In German.
Yeah.
It's like not at all a pretty word, but it's a harsh language. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better with Austrian German because we do sort of like we mash our words a little bit more. We don't pronounce them as harshly, and so it doesn't sound as hard. But it's still like not like French or anything. Like, it's not a pleasant to listen to language. So that's the thing. Yeah, but it's kind of true. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's sort of true. Not the thing about being angry, but it just like sounds angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you do?
What can you do?
Yeah, and then like the Autobahn, the motorways that everyone can drive as fast as they want, and like everyone is going 200 kilometers an hour. Like that rarely happens.
But can you actually?
Yeah, you can. You
Okay.
can, but most of the time there are a lot of people driving,
Okay.
and then you can't because you can't just overrun somebody because your car is very fast.
Just because you could.
Yeah, like, but I think the fastest I can remember right now is going like 190
Ooh, that's
like
not bad.
myself, but being in the car. Or
but
like
that's
okay,
really
maybe
cool.
I did drive once 200 kilometers.
You have to
an hour.
like wait till like midnight or something. So
Yeah, when
nobody's
there's
on the
nobody
street and
on
it's
the
just like
street.
race.
You can do that. You're not getting arrested for it.
Wow,
but
that's so cool.
You can like
It's like it's
most
just like
of
you
the
don't
time.
have the opportunity.
Yeah, but you do go faster than I think the limit is in a lot of countries. Like I think the average person drives 140 kilometers on the like left side of the motorway.
Okay.
So I think most time, or like in France or something, it's like 120 is the limit. So you do go faster, but not a lot.
I don't really, since I don't have a driver's license and I don't go on like motorways that much, I don't actually know. But I think that we have speed limits here. Like I don't think you can just like go as far, like I think you can do like 120 probably or something too. Or like 140.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can just like Germany, you can just go like you want.
I personally don't think you have to drive faster than that. Like,
Yeah, I
it's
think
just
it's
not responsible in any kind
Yeah,
of way. Like,
at all.
so much could happen.
Yeah,
Like, don't drive that fast.
don't do it.
But
Even if you could.
in
You could.
Germany.
Yeah. Yeah. And another thing, I think people always think that Germans don't have a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
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 And I think it's sort of true for Austria as well. Like I personally don't watch any, like people, friends of mine like hate me for this, I know, but I don't really like any Austrian comedians, like, or even German ones. I think I actually kind of prefer the German ones. Do you know that, do you know this show, like, Genial daneben? Do you know it? We have like a knockoff version called Was gibt es Neues?
Oh, okay.
And it's basically the same thing. It's basically like where the people send in like words or things or like even phrases, and then they have to like guess what they mean or what the reason is for that this happened. Like comedians have to sort of guess. Yeah. It's like this. It's like a comedy show basically. And I honestly prefer the German version. Like I think the German comedians that they put on the show are much funnier than the Austrian ones that we have. Yeah. And I just like I don't understand Austrian humor. It's just not for me. I really prefer like English. I really like English humor. Like British humor is like it's so dark and just like I don't know. It's like really funny to me.
Yeah, I think there are some good German comedians and like some good German movies. Like I like all the bully films, you know, like Sugar's Money too and stuff. I find those quite funny, but. Yeah, I think it's just that you, especially if you're like kind of an official person or like you are seen by a lot of people through media or stuff, you can't just make a joke. Like everyone will be offended immediately. Like people don't understand if you're making a joke a lot of the times, and sarcasm is a thing with younger people, but I wouldn't count on everybody understanding if you mean ironic or something.
Well, I think, there's some, in my opinion, that's just what I've sort of gathered. I don't really watch that much Austrian comedians anymore just because I don't find it that funny. But for some reason, I find it just like so in your face, the humor. It's like, when you say something or something happens and everybody immediately thinks of the same joke because it's just like there. And that's the sort of humor that, to me, that just, like, I could have made that joke myself. Yeah. I don't find it funny because it's literally what I just thought myself. So it doesn't have this, like, shock effect or something, or like oh my god, I never thought of that. That's so funny. That sort of thing is just missing for me personally. And there's a few, and then sometimes I just think it's kind of silly, like, it's just stupid. And even with, do you know Oktoberfest?
Yeah,
I really I liked his movies as a kid, and then when I got older, I was like, this is so stupid. Why do people think this is funny? It's like
but
Mr.
As a
Bean.
kid, it's
he's like the German Mr. Bean to me. I think I also don't like Mr. Bean. So I'm like, it's just stupid. As a kid, it's like fart jokes are funny, farting is funny, and then as an adult, you're like, this is so stupid. Why do people think this is funny?
Except for the what's it called? the Seven Dwarfs.
Oh, that one. I
thing.
haven't seen that in like 10 years,
Yeah,
I think.
I think those are funny, but like everything else, like
Yeah. Okay, so my battery died and now it's like 5 hours later. And yeah, we just wanted to like do the outro, so it's not just like fade to black sort of thing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much to Isabel for being in these videos with me.
Thanks for having me.
Sure, anytime. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna see you soon. Have a lovely week. Bye! Jump. Das Licht ist schlecht, weil das Licht schlecht ist. Ja.
Ja.
Wärter. Sieht man
ja, weil die Sonne weg
ist.
Ausbauen. Dafür kommt man nichts.
Du bist irgendwie nicht im Bild. Doch. Deswegen filmen wir ja das Video. Ich glaube, es ist irgendwie so dunkel.
Ich muss so runtergehen, dass man nur mein Gesicht sieht, dann sieht auch keiner, dass was anderes anhat. So. Ja, wir haben den anderen Teil vor 1 Minute gefilmt.
Next time we do something like what?
Funny.
I found it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks so guys. You're being so guys today. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.